Everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we just got a brand new trailer for Captain America: Brave New World. I guess before it was like a teaser, but this is like our actual full-on trailer, so pretty cool. And also, look, they dropped it on a Saturday when people would actually be able to be home and ready to react to these things. That's great. We should do that more often. Anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go.
You asked for me.
Isaiah Bradley.
Here I am.
You want to help me?
Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, did he get like the Winter Soldier thing? Where he was like under control?
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
Interesting.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not.
Okay, he's got like a mask on for when he... That's pretty cool.
Wait for it.
I wish it wasn't like the nanobot looking thing, but it looks cool itself.
We're on the brink of war. I can't trust anyone.
Oh yeah, what's his name? The new Falcon. Okay.
Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Is that the leader? It must be the leader. Oh, is that Tiamat Island? Holy crap, I think it is. It's the giant hand. Okay.
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest? I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Stop!
Captain America caught without his wing.
Oh, there's Gene Carter.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
Oh, there he is.
Since when were they red?
You want me? Come and get me!
I'm interested to know how much control he has over the Red Hulk. Like, interesting. Okay. February 14th. That's not far away. It's not far away at all. Okay. So, you know, obviously keeping very political vibes, which I'm not going to go on it, but given our current situation, let's call it that, our current real world situation, I don't know. I'm curious if this movie's gonna get a different reception than it would have, you know, otherwise, if the situation was different. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so that'll be interesting to see the reaction to this movie, and maybe what messaging it may or may not have. I want to see this helmet again. This helmet looks pretty cool. I like this. In fact, I like this a lot more than the whole cowl thing that they had in the show, which I think I need to watch the show again, because I remember what happens, but it feels like it feels like a must watch, especially given how many characters are from there. Let's watch this again. Yeah, I think it's that nanobot thing where the mask just CGI dissolves off of them. You know, and they've been doing that for a while. They did it all through like Infinity War and Endgame and all that. I don't like the way it looks. You know, it's the same thing that, like, I think Peter Quill's mask also does that. Like, I preferred it when characters actually had to take their helmets off, you know, or at the very least it was like a hood type thing that you could like flip back or something, you know. I don't actually like it that it just kind of digitally like just comes off like that. It doesn't look cool. It doesn't. Like, the helmet itself looks cool, but that, you know, this, let's see, this digital thing, I don't like the digital thing. Anyways, so yeah. Now, what was that exactly? Was that like a He had some kind of sonic boom thing. Hard to tell exactly what's happening here. Let me see. Can't really tell. He's doing, I don't know if he's doing something or someone else is off screen is doing something, but in any case. Yeah, so him and his new Falcon buddy. I think one question that everyone's gonna be asking, where is the Winter Soldier? Where's Bucky Barnes at? Because the show ended with them being like best buds. They were a team together, and we know based on the teaser that we saw of Thunderbolts, he's gonna be in that movie. So it's not as if they could not get him to come film something. They have him filming something else, right? So I'm very interested as to why is he not hanging out with the Winter Soldier right now? Like, what happened to that? What is Bucky doing right now? Why is he with the Thunderbolts? I don't know. I'm curious about that one. And also, like, who is the U.S. at war with? Because he talks about how he's a wartime president now. Oh, this is also interesting right here. So, Reset Ross, Reset America. What does that mean? Bunch of newspaper clippings. So is this the hideout of the Leader? Because I think that's another big rumor, is that the Leader from way back in the day, 2008 Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton one, Leader's finally coming back, you know. So that's the rumor, at least. I don't know if this is supposed to be his lair. You can see, oh, there he's got the red eyes there. This might be him. It seems like it would be him, because you can see he's got like a pretty big head, I guess. Not like cartoonishly big, at least you can't see it here, but you know, you could be like, okay, this seems like it could be him. So I'm curious what his role is going to be in all this. I think that's another thing, is that this movie's got a lot going on, because we have battleships and jets all fighting over, you can see in the background here, Tiamat Island. You can get a better shot in a second here, but you can see the giant hand. So from Eternals, the Celestial that was supposed to be born out of the earth, you know, that kind of became a running joke, because every show and movie since then refused to acknowledge the giant statue in the middle of the planet, you know. Like this mountain-sized thing that just showed up, like no one acknowledged it. Anyways, so it's finally going to become relevant. That's another thing from the rumors. But who are they up against, though, right? Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you the rumors. This is not confirmed. This is just what's out there. So, spoilers if you don't want to know. Maybe click away right now. So, here we go. I'm going to tell you right now. Spoilers. Possible. The rumor is that Tiamat Island is what this is going to be called, the Celestial from Eternals. And that it will have adamantium on it. And this will, you know, in that sort of indirect way, lead to Wolverine and the mutants and all that stuff, you know, several movies down the line. But this is where adamantium comes in, and all these different countries are fighting over this resource because it's in the middle of the ocean, which is like, it doesn't belong to anyone, so everyone's just kind of fighting over this territory. And that is supposedly what's going on here. Now we see Tiamat Island. I would say if it's not adamantium, it is going to be some other sort of, you know, resource that everyone wants. Some MacGuffin, right? The thing that everyone's fighting over and trying to get. Like, that's the idea. So, interesting. So, anyways. You know, I like the vibes of this. Now, I know that there was a couple of... That's not the Hulk back there, is it? Who's this guy? He looks like a really large man, but it doesn't look like the Hulk. I can't tell who this is supposed to be. It's just like a really big dude. Okay, or maybe the perspective is just weird. Anyways, I know that there's supposed to be a controversial character that has some interesting comic book origins that, especially, you know, again, this movie's just like it's coming out during a time when there's a lot of things happening in the world, very controversial things. So yeah, I think they're gonna downplay, I think it's this lady here in the background, they're gonna downplay her character, especially her origins. They're probably not even gonna mention where she's from and what her whole deal is. I think they're just gonna like do away with all that. I don't know. Yeah, just another thing that this movie kind of maybe had to do some rewriting around, I think, because there were reports of rewrites. Let me see, anything back here? No, nothing really. Now, very interesting here. This is kind of crazy because this looks like a school. So something's going on. So this guy's shooting someone inside of a school classroom. I don't know what's up with that. A better shot of Tiamat's hand there rising out of the water. That's pretty cool. Now, here's another interesting thing, right? Like, you have supposedly the leader, but then we also got Giancarlo's character, who he was cast pretty late into production. Like, I think they were doing rewrites, and then they cast him in the rewrites. So, like, his character feels like it's a newer thing to this movie. And I forget what they said. I think they did officially say what his name was, but I don't remember. I just don't know what his... Again, there's so many moving pieces in this movie. I don't know what his place is going to be. Let's see. Okay, that was just the lights. So he's punching... The president is punching someone in a military uniform. So I'm guessing that whoever this guy is some sort of assassin of some kind. That's interesting. So there was some big attempt here. And this is this that girl, or no, this is someone else. I don't know who this is. Is this the girl that was just on screen a second ago? Maybe. Then of course we have the big transformation moment. Now it's interesting that the report says, since when were they red? Because I think at this point, She-Hulk became a pretty public figure in her show. Like, everyone knows about her. So I think the idea of there being several Hulks is already a thing to the general public. So that's interesting. I am curious, of course, like, are they going to mention Bruce Banner at all, the Hulk? Because just like, kind of like Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, the Hulk is still around. He's still, like, there. Like, so, are they going to bring him up at all? Like, what are his thoughts of General Ross being the president now? Like, I don't know. It feels like they did that first Hulk movie. Classically, General Thunderbolt Ross chases down Bruce Banner, and like, that's like the classic story. And it feels like the MCU kind of just did away with that. Like, Thunderbolt Ross came in several times, and then Bruce Banner came in and went several times, and they never, like, interacted with each other. They barely ever... I think maybe once he brought up the Hulk, like, one time. It feels weird that dynamic was kind of just abandoned so early. So now that he is a Hulk, he doesn't... You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't chased down Bruce Banner in, like, a couple decades now, right? So, like, I don't know. It's just weird that they don't have that rivalry or that, like, tense relationship. They don't... like, when's the last time Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner even said the name of Thunderbolt Ross? Like, he doesn't care, or Betty Ross or any of that. Like, it's kind of weird that we have a situation where the Hulk is, like, he's always just there with the group. He's not, like, his own thing. I don't know. That's just me. It feels kind of strange. But anyways, the nemesis of the Hulk is now a Hulk, like they did in the comics, but the Hulk is not involved in this story, I guess. I don't know. I am curious to know how much control he has over this, because obviously the Hulk was not in control until, a long time later. So is he, is he wild? Is that why he's fighting Anthony Mackie here? Like, is he because he's out of control? Or is this like an intentional fight that he's doing? Like, is he mad at him for some reason? I don't know. It feels like it could be either one, like maybe he's not in control. And I am curious if they're going to say the reason he took on the Hulk serum was because of the assassination attempt. And they're like, well, here, this will protect you from being potentially assassinated by, if they try to get you, you just turn into a Hulk now. But then I'm sure they're going to do something where, like, well, that was the bad guy's plan the whole time or something. I don't know. Very interested to see how this goes. There's a lot of moving pieces. You have Tiamat Island. You have supposedly the leader, you have Giancarlo Esposito, and then you got the Hulk versus Captain America, which is like, they're putting that on the poster. They're making that like the big showdown, but I don't think he's the villain of the movie. So, there's much deeper things going on here. I do like the vibe. We're returning to Winter Soldier. We're returning to like this political espionage, kind of like got to unravel the mystery of what's happening and what the plan is. And I feel like this is a realm that Marvel can operate in pretty well. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think about Captain America: Brave New World, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.